But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Look at all those phones ringing. Ring-a-ding-ding.
I hope it's not just people reminding us.
Oh, yeah, it is. The phones have exploded. It can only mean one thing.
Yeah.
Good morning and welcome to Stepfather Day on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Stepfather Day.
Stepfather Day, E-Rock!
Waking up all the stepdads this morning. Hi, stepdad.
Good morning, all you stepfathers out there. Good morning to you.
And, in particular, the stepfathers with hot stepdaughters.
That's right. You just heard that. Right.
Yeah. Or stepdaughters that have hot friends. That's what we're gunning for today.
We're waking up all the stepfathers with very hot stepdaughters.
Yeah. You know how it is. Maybe you've been married for many years to the woman. Maybe your stepdaughter was an infant or a toddler when you first came into the family, and you feel about her the same way you do if it was your own daughter. That's,
But in the darkness of night, something happens, doesn't it?
You kind of know it's not really flesh and blood.
You know there's no real blood thing going on.
But in that circumstance, it would be a little odd. We're kind of looking for the stepdad that just came into the family, started dating the mom, and then they hit it off really well. They get married.
Well, no, the mom goes, one other thing. I need you to meet my daughter.
Meet my daughter? Okay. And you went over to the house for dinner. And, wow.
Think Poison Ivy.
Right.
Thank God.
Oh, Poison Ivy on the piano bench.
Now, a lot of you are out there going, you sick Fs, Opie and Anthony and little Jimmy Norton. You guys are sick Fs. We're not looking for the stories of actually doing something about it.
No.
We're just looking for the stepfathers out there that will admit today that, oh, my God, the woman's daughter is beyond hot.
I
will never touch her or anything, but my God.
You came over the house, and when you were introduced, honestly, you had to cover up like what you were thinking. You had to just say, hi, how are you? But what were you thinking in your head when you first laid eyes on that daughter? As the stepdad, when she got a little more comfortable and maybe is walking around the house with the little panties on, or a little nightie or something like that. What's going through your head? You know you got to keep it cool. You got to keep it on the DL. But you're looking, you're sneaking a glance, and then you got to look at mom over there and kind of feel all guilty. What's going through your head if you're a stepdad and your stepdaughter is just a babe? That's got to be a little frustrating, a little weird.
It's a little confusion in that old noggin of yours.
Guilt, maybe. I don't know. It would be very difficult to not say something.
Well, our phone number is 1-866-313-FREE. Let's say hi to John in Jersey. John, what's up?
Hey, man. I got to say, I usually don't turn the radio on until 6:05 just to avoid John and Jeff. Yeah. But this morning, I was up early. Oh, they suck, man.
I got to tell you, I make fun of them every morning because I have to go do my business in that bathroom, and they got John and Jeff blasting. It makes me stay in the bathroom for a total of 30 seconds. E-Rock, how long am I in there every morning? And trust me, I'm getting a lot done.
I think I'd soil myself before listening to them next.
They are god-awful. His delivery on the radio is annoying. You just want to, bop them on the nose or something.
Yeah.
They take tough stands, though. That's the problem. They're too controversial.
Oh, the subject matter they handle.
Thailand to live with that little boy he's going to see all the time or something.
I got to tell you, I feel for John Minnelli. He's the program director here at Free FM in New York City. He's lurking in one of these shadows. We have a huge studio. Is it that shadow today? I don't know.
Where is he?
We don't really see this guy. We get emails from him. And every once in a while, we'll see like Scooby-Doo eyes in that in the dunking booth. He's just peering in here and taking a look at things.
Yeah, we never quite know where he is.
But, we beat him up on a regular basis, John Manelli, but the reality is I do respect the guy. I really do. And I know for a fact that John Manelli's hands are tied. Whoa, John!
See, you mentioned him, and he thought you saw him, and he moved.
He moves around the room like a cockroach. Hey!
Goes again. John! Where did you go? What? I could have sworn I saw a shadow.
Yeah, he gets all his dirty work done when it's still dark outside. See, as soon as the sun comes, through this huge window we got.
Yeah, he's gone.
Then he's gone. He knows then that we're going to be able to see him.
But now he's jotting down things on a little pad.
I know for a fact that poor John Manelli's hands are tied here at Free FM in New York City.
Yeah.
He has the ideal lineup for this radio station. The ideal lineup. And guess what?
Can't do it.
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 Can't do it. He wants to make some adjustments, some changes. Maybe move this show to this time, and then this show to this time. Maybe get rid of a show. He's got a whole master plan.
Speculation.
He's got a master plan, and corporate will not allow him at this time to make these changes. And he's very, very frustrated. Yes. What happened?
I'm just looking at the press conference there between Vince McMahon and Donald Trump with Stone Cold Steve Austin in the shot. And isn't that the one that our own Sam went to?
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to talk about that a little later.
So,
yeah.
Anyway, John and Jeff, yuck.
Asking all the tough questions.
John and Jeff, yuck. Stepfathers, good morning.
Good morning.
The ones with the hot stepdaughters.
Those are the ones we want to talk to.
And why don't we say hi to Daniel in Iowa. Daniel, what's up?
Hi, guys. I love the show.
Cool.
Thank you, sir.
I was with a lady at the time who's now my ex, and we were in bed one night, and we were making love and spooning with her in front of me. And her daughter, 15 years old, just drop-dead model material, gorgeous, came in and laid down in front of her mother and excited me so much that I finished right
there. See, I know America doesn't want to hear this, but I'm telling you this is going on, unfortunately.
She must have gotten scared. She had a little nightmare.
Huh?
I never moved when she laid down and finished.
There you go. I hope Al didn't dump that.
Yeah.
See, that's what's going on in America. Now, here's the other thing with the stepdaughter thing.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to the stepfather. So you got a new woman. She's got the young daughter. The young daughter now thinks that you're daddy.
Yeah, a little daddy figure.
So now she's just walking around the house in almost nothing at times.
Like she would normally, just walking around, panties, or maybe a little towel.
And you're
I just got out of the shower. Oh, I hope my towel doesn't slip. This towel. Mom, why didn't you wash my longer towel? I have to put this shorter one on around me, and my butt hangs out.
They're dressing like Britney Spears. You're trying to watch the big game, and you're on the couch gulping as she walks through the living room.
Yeah. No.
She's got little panties on and an oversized T-shirt. But in her world, it's like it's okay because you're the new daddy. There's nothing crazy going on in your head.
Hi, stepdaddy. I was just showing Mommy my new brawn panty sets I got from Vicky's. Look, they match. I had nothing.
And we're not talking, like Anthony said, about the ones that you kind of brought up from like an infant or two.
Yeah, then you look at them like you're a real kid.
We're talking about instant teenager. All of a sudden, you're going through your life, you decide to date this woman, and all of a sudden, what? She has a teenage daughter?
Now there's high school pool parties going on in your backyard.
Yeah, you were living in your basement with your parents. Next thing you know, you're married in this high school freaking swim parties going on in your yard.
Swim parties in your yard.
And they all have to run around the house naked to get a little crazy. And you're sitting peering through the window at all this. Let's go to Mongo, the trucker. Mongo.
Morning, boys.
Hey, man.
Good morning, Mongo. How are you?
I'm just waking up. I had this girl I was dating, married into a family with a 15-year-old daughter. About 5'7", 100 pounds soaking wet, B-cups, gorgeous, brunette. She comes out to me one day. The phone rang. She came out to give me the phone in her bra and panties. I almost dropped it.
See, I told you.
See, because it's okay. You're Dad. It's just Dad. He doesn't think of me like that.
Yeah, she's innocent, and she's like, "Oh, phone's for him. And he's my new dad. I just happen to be in my bra and panties, getting ready to whatever, take a shower."
Dude, what's your first name? What did she call you?
She just called me Doug.
Doug?
I'll be my-
So it's like, Doug, the phone, Doug. And Doug's just going, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. I'll take that phone. Puts the pillow from the couch on his lap.
Why is he always walking around the house with an overcoat over his lap? You know, just if it rains in the living room.
Doug, the phone's for you. Oh, I'll bring it over.
Yeah.
It matters where I'm a driver, so she used to go on the road with me once in a while. So I'm living in this little tin can with this sexy, 16 at the time.
Right.
Living in this tin can with this sexy little 16-year-old, and she used to dress very provocatively. So fast forward about a year, I come home from being on the road. Her mother's out doing something. She's there by herself. I walk in the front door, and there she is on the couch with her boyfriend in the throes of passion. I get a complete eyeful. I don't know whether to yell at her or help her.
Grab the camcorder.
Yell at her. What are you going to yell? Hey, you, that's terrific.
Hey. See, these are the stories we know are happening out there. Thank you, Mongo. We go more with you, but your phone is kind of bothering people. It's a little early for that.
It wasn't such a good story. We'd have bailed on that just because of his phone.
Absolutely.
You know what I'd like to know, too? I know that, and again, when you got, a 16-year-old girl, are any of the times the girls, I'm sure a lot of times are aware that you're attracted to them or whatever, do any times they like it and kind of, encourage it or tease it or just, go way above and beyond just to get you to look? I'm sure sometimes they do that, too.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, let's go to Jim in Buffalo. Jim?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's up?
Hey, I've been listening to your show since you've been on in Buffalo.
Yep.
On my morning drive home.
Yep.
And it seems like you guys get censored quite a bit.
What do you mean censored?
Now, who's censoring us? They better not be censoring out there in Buffalo, because we got Al down the hall that takes care of all the edgy stuff. Not the edgy stuff, but the stuff that'll get us in trouble, I guess, with the FCC.
It seems like your callers are getting cut off quite a bit and stuff. I don't know if that's...
Well, the first call was a little questionable. I don't know if they allowed all that to go through, but obviously the guy got way turned on when his stepdaughter entered the room.
I know what he's talking about. What you're talking about, sir, it's an FCC thing, a safety thing. It's called Opie. It's just hang up on people.
It could be that's another thing.
He thinks we're being censored. No, that's just it's a regulatory board called Opie's right finger.
You know what, Jim? We're going to look into this. I want Steve to call the station, the Edge in Buffalo, and see if they're censoring on their end.
Opie.
No station should be censoring on their end. We got Al down the hall. He makes a very good living to make sure everything is safe.
We should know, by the way, what is going through and what isn't. Didn't you take your test last night? Didn't you take your FCC test last night? Online? You get the little link. Did Tom send you the link? You click on it, you put in your code words and your password, and then it gives you questions, multiple choice questions. I took it online with Pal Talk people.
Did you really?
Yeah, I cheated. I gave the questions to the Pal Talk people, and they were awful with their answers.
Can you do mine?
No, that's cheating.
Well, that email I got from Tom, I went like this. Oh, an email from Tom. Delete.
Well, there was a link in there I think you needed.
Oh, well.
I'll forward it to you so you could take the test.
Right.
It's fun.
Yeah.
When you get something right.
Fun with the FCC.
It says, congratulations, you're right. And then a man in an office chair spins around happily. I kid you not. This test was made up by, I guess, CBS lawyers, Lehrman.
Well,
and
they know what entertainment is.
And let me give you a little hint. Just default to they fine you for everything. You'll be good.
Oh, really?
Like, they'll give you an example of a little scenario, and then they'll give you what the FCC might do under those circumstances. Just go to the worst possible thing that the FCC could do, and you'll be right.
You know what they should do? And then I would definitely take the test. If I get a really good score, you're allowed to take a samurai sword and lop their heads off down in Washington.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Not the FCC, because, you can't mess with them. They could
whose head?
put stuff in your food that gives you cancer. But I'm talking about the lawyers that run this radio show.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah, the corporate lawyers. Lop their heads off if you get a good score.
Well, it was very exciting. I finished the test, I passed, and I printed out my certificate. That completed. I held it up to the Pal Talk camera. I was congratulated by everyone on Pal Talk as I summarily ripped it to pieces and threw it away.
All right.
It was very fun.
Hey, Jim, we're going to find out what's going on with Buffalo. I hope they're not doing some dumping on their end.
One dump.
We'll find out, though. Thank you,
That's
Jim.
what we got.
Yeah, one dump on our end, and it should have been dumped.
I know what it was.
The guy got a little too graphic. He just was so worked up.
He wanted to take it to, he couldn't just leave well enough alone. He had to take it that one step further by making people, making it obvious what had happened.
And you know what that one step was? Can't tell you. But the XMers know. They didn't censor on XM.
Oh, now you're going to get yelled at.
I know. I love being yelled at, though. It goes right through me. Let's see. Damn, there was a guy that said my stepmom is really hot, but they hung up.
The stepmom?
Yeah.
That's an odd situation.
Sonny Ferrelli wants to blow up our spot. Hey, Sonny.
Hey, guys, what's happening?
So long. Because I raised my stepdaughter from infancy, and I can't look at her that way.
Well, that's what we were saying.
Well, we don't need you today.
We were saying
Sonny's wife is very attractive.
Quite a looker?
Yeah. That has to be some kind of an overseas slave ship. She's really good looking.
She's very nice, too. I talked to her at F.H. Riley's. My brother's restaurant out there in Huntington Village.
Where the hell is it? Huntington
400 New York Avenue.
But why say it?
Yeah. Let's say hi to OT in Jersey. What's up, OT?
Hey, good morning, boys.
Hey, man.
Good morning.
Hey, talking about the stepdad situation. When my wife and I got together about 5 years ago, my stepdaughters were 14 and 18, and I was the first man that had been in the house for about 10 years. They had the tendency to run around in their nothings. And
what do you mean they're nothings? Like totally nude?
As close to nude as possible.
Totally nude stepdaughter.
Totally nude.
That would be a great name for a punk band. Nude stepdaughter.
Nude. You mean like some flimsy wear?
Yeah, definitely flimsy wear.
And a bit of innocence as they're wearing it, right?
Tee-hee innocence.
Because the girls today, they have no idea how slutty they really look. Because it's just a fashion thing. They see Britney Spears dressing like she does. This is where it started, by the way. And Paris Hilton added to it. And now all these young girls walk around like sex slaves.
Yeah.
And they have no clue, though. They have no clue what they do to guys.
They go to the mall with their moms. They get out of their Dodge Dart and make sure they show everything under their skirt. They're not wearing anything.
They do. Like Paris Hilton.
You're Paris Hilton. There's cameras around. You're not showing anybody. Right. You're giving a poor guy over here a stroke because he's looking at you.
They have no clue.
You know what I'm going to do this summer? I'm going to start a new trend. Being that Opie, we are celebrities.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear real loose fitting shorts. And I'm going to get out and just, really spread them wide.
Yeah.
And see if any paparazzi want to take some pictures. I'm going to see if it works both ways.
Let's do the oopsie.
Where you could just see, brain.
I bet you know paparazzi, but I bet you Jane Goodall would like to take a look. Hairy ape.
Yeah, we have no doubt in our minds that Ant's really packing.
It's just a hairy mess.
Yeah.
It's not a hairy mess.
Maybe not a mess.
I'm not like Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. Like my chest is very indicative of how hairy my body is. It's not very.
What's your top of the chest?
It's not very. See?
All right. Oh, you're wispy.
See?
He shaves, though.
No, I don't.
You don't shave that?
No.
All right.
No. Kind of wispy.
All right, let's go to OT in Jersey and get this. So, OT, anything else, Dad?
Just that there was a nude swim party one night that I didn't know about. I came home from work. I drive a truck, and I got home about 9 o'clock one Friday night, walked into the backyard to about 15 naked little girls running around my backyard.
What'd you do, sir? Did you stand in the kitchen window and peek at them, or you didn't stop it, did you?
No, hell no, I didn't stop it. I walked inside and attacked my wife.
I have a friend.
It was the only outlet I had, guys.
Yeah. All right, very good, OT. It reminds me, and I kind of mentioned it a little earlier, I have a friend who has, a young daughter, and it's his own, around that age of 15 or 16. Mm-hmm. And that happened. She decided to have some friends over for a pool party.
A sleepover, a pool party.
And they thought it would be a lot of fun. That the backyard is filled with 15 or 16-year-olds. And this guy's daughter is one of them. Mm-hmm. And they all decided it'd be really crazy and fun to run completely around the house naked.
That's a goof. They're kids.
And this friend of mine, and I wish I could blow up his spot. I'll call and see if I can. Because you know the guy. Was just losing his mind. He's in the living room just watching, like, naked girls run around his house, and he's running from room to room to try to keep up with them.
I'd have had cameras set up like a Bruckheimer film. But there's like 20 cameras around the house.
But to the girls, it was just fun, you know. To him, it was like, I was thinking things that I probably shouldn't think.
He's standing there repainting the baseboards.
And he's running around the house from window to window, taking in all that goodness.
Just running around inside the house like a hamster.
Why is Dad following us
from window to window? Like, oh my God.
They hear tee-hee, and then hear tee-hee-hee. A naked guy behind them giggling and laughing like one of the girls.
Anyway, it's Stepfather Day on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah.
Steve put this together, a quickie.
Stepfather Day.
Stepfather Day. Talking about stepdaughters. Older men and hating women. Again on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Stupid Steve.
I love Steve. He's a buffoon.
He is a clod.
You want one more before we take a break? Let's go to Jeff in Jersey. Jeff, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm not married to her, but I've been with her for about two and a half years, and actually, I'm her daughter's godfather, and her dad, her real dad, is in prison right now.
Now, this all makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he was actually like my best friend. We don't really talk too much now, if you can understand. You know, but she had a little party because she just turned 17. She had a party.
How long you been with the girl's mother?
How old
2
is
years,
the
okay.
guy?
No, 2 years, okay.
Continue.
Go.
Oh, yeah. No, well, she was having a party, right? So she had all her girlfriends over there, about 16, 17, around that age and everything. Well, they're all getting in the pool, and this one girl jumps off the diving board. Whole top comes off. She's got areolas the size of silver dollars, and I'm loving it. I'm sitting there like, oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah, tell your friends to come over all the time. She's like, why? I'm like, what? Hey, all right, fellas.
All right, good.
Man.
Wow, how fantastic.
Apparently, she had her friend jumped in the pool, and her top came off, and she had very attractive breasts.
Let's just keep it at that.
What he was saying.
You can't say that.
Who knows?
Who knows, Jimmy?
Term. They can't.
Yeah, I took the test last night. I know.
You got to be really careful.
I know. It could be a little too descriptive.
All right. And Coke Logic sent this in.
Bing, bing, bing. Stepfather Day. Look out, stepdaughters. It's Stepfather's Day. Stepfather Day. Talking about stepdaughters.
That's right.
Infectious.
Listeners getting involved with their own little sweepers for Stepfather Day.
People seem to have enjoyed the Steve. Steve impression.
We got a party.
Top Steve.
We got a party pooper on the line. Mike in Queens, what's up?
First of all, I'm not a party pooper.
You're a party pooper.
What's the matter, Mike?
You guys written me a new one.
Right,
when
good.
Hanson was on and I called you, I was the last guy that called. Calling me an idiot, I'm going to see me on the show and this and that and everything. But come on now, you guys are like laughing it up, and these are pervs calling, aren't they? They're all looking at 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds.
No. Let me tell you something.
So you didn't listen.
Perv.
You didn't listen to the intro to Stepfather Day.
This is basic.
I heard it from the beginning.
Yeah, but Mike, you don't understand. This is basic human nature.
15-year-old areolas and stuff, and you guys are laughing it up. These guys are pervs.
This is basic human nature we're talking about. It's a guy coming into a relationship. Don't let me talk then.
Mike is basically saying you guys are phonies promoting Stepfather.
Don't let me talk then. Don't let me talk.
Will you let Anthony talk?
Because I could explain this to you if you would just listen for a moment. We're talking about basic human nature. This is a guy coming into a relationship that is brand new. He doesn't know this girl from a hole in the wall. We're not talking about girls that are 16 and 17-year-olds that look like they're 12. We're talking about developed women that, girls that are developed, that look attractive, that look like models. And this guy is walking into this relationship with the mother, and he's not supposed to be a human being, a man, and look at that and go, oh my God, is she beautiful? We're not talking about touching them.
These decoys saying on the computer to those guys. This is
totally different.
14-year-olds.
Totally different. They're not acting on it, you nut.
Yeah, we're not talking about the pervs out there that are actually, acting on their impulse and stuff. But we're saying this.
Shut up, dude! Jesus, shut your mouth.
Mike. Goodbye.
Mike's a little too. Let me tell you about Mike. Mike's a little too maybe close to this situation. Maybe this is upsetting Mike a little bit. Maybe Mike's getting a little turned on by this whole thing. Mike could be in a similar situation at his house, and he really is close to acting on it. I don't know, but that seems to be the way somebody would react.
This is sensitive material, and it's got to be presented just right, and we know how to do this.
This is just a guy walking into a house with a new girlfriend. And all of a sudden, a daughter is just hot. What are you going to do?
All of a sudden, the daughter goes, the phone's for you, and she's in, a bra and panty.
In her underwear.
And you're telling me that you're not going to be gulping going, oh, my God.
She's model hot,
right.
And you've known her for like a month.
Right.
What the hell are you, stupid?
And we don't want the stories where you're sneaking in bed with her at night and doing all that horrific crap.
That's not the point of Stepfather Day.
That's right.
And by the way, the girl whose top came off and she had the great rack, she was 17, stupid. And if you're going to tell me that seeing a 17-year-old's top come off isn't going to turn you on because the state says it's not okay until you're 18, you're a liar.
Actually does. I think New York is 17. You can actually have sex with a girl that's 17. You can't photograph them until they're 18.
I don't know if you can have sex with them unless you're X amount of years older or younger. No, you can't be. I don't think you can be 30 years older than a 17-year-old.
It's kind of scary that Anthony knows all those laws.
You can. I'm not saying it's legal.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, man. That kind of phony call really annoys me. Yeah. I'm trying to take a community stand, stupid. We're not talking about 10-year-olds.
No.
You know that.
Stop it.
I think most people understand exactly what we're talking about today. So, good morning to the stepfathers with the hot stepdaughters.
You know what it is? He's probably got. I bet you his wife has a fat kid. I'll bet.
I didn't even think of that way.
He's jealous.
He's jealous because he's got
Mike's got a little pork rind eater running around the house, just shoving fattening food into her little face.
Do you have any attractive friends?
Yeah.
Could you bring them over, please?
I'll bet you. This is what happened. When they first met, she said, my daughter's having a slumber party, and when he went over, it was like a scene out of Wild Kingdom. Why am I involved in this?
All right, Stepfather Day continues on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The virus is spreading.
Opie and Anthony. Oof. Good morning and welcome to Stepfather's Day. Big hi to all the stepfathers out there.
Doesn't anyone effing knock anymore? All right, Hamilton.
Wow, man. We try to talk about what's going on in the world, and the phones are like crickets. You talk about hot stepdaughters. Look at these phones. Look at these phones. People trying to get in. Let's say hi to Tony in Philly. What's up, Tony?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I was married to a stripper, and her thing was usually walk around the house naked, so I guess her daughter kind of got used to it. Well, after a while, her daughter got older. Now she's 17 and used to do it constantly. And what made it worse was I used to hear her in a room talking on the phone. Oh, my mom's husband is so hot. My mom's husband is so hot. Her mom would be working at night, and she would take a shower, come out and sit down on the couch and talk to me and everything else. It was absolute murder.
But she would walk around the house naked?
Oh, yeah, she would do it on purpose, too. Her mom would be at work. I would do construction. I'd be home. Excuse me, I'd be home. And then
getting all choked up
just thinking about it. See, you know what's weird about this stuff, like Mike in Queens, he got us to thinking, this is the type of thing that does happen out there, but we're not supposed to talk about for some reason, because, some people will find it very wrong, obviously. Obviously, and as well they probably should. But this is happening, and we want to hear from the people today.
Yeah. Oh, and then she used to tell her girlfriends, my stepdad's home, you know what I mean? You guys come. So they started coming over, and then they thought it was funny to walk around the house. You'd be like, yeah, just go ahead. I do it all the time. Then they're all walking around the house in panties and little T-shirts and stuff hanging out. Oh, yeah, it was murder.
And she was 16, 17, somewhere around there?
Well, they were seniors in high school at that time.
See, there you go.
There was 18-year-olds running around now.
Right. All right.
All right, buddy.
Thank you, Tony.
By the way, age of consent in New York is 17.
No, I know, but there was a weird thing with age of consent, where 17 in some places was it, but you could only be X amount of years older, like 5 years older or younger.
I think that's for, statutory. Like, if she's 16 and you're 18, they're a lot more lenient than if you're, 40 and she's 16.
Yeah.
There's some kind of, difference in age if it's a certain amount of years.
But is 17... Is it legal for a 30-year-old to hook up with a 17-year-old in New York State?
Yes, that's the age of consent, 17.
Okay.
All right.
And then in Jersey, it's 16.
It's scary that Ann knows all this stuff.
I think he's wrong. I don't think that a 40-year-old can have sex with a 16-year-old. I'm telling you, I think that there's some kind of an age thing there, where you have to be X amount of years older or younger. Like, there could be a 5 or 6 year difference until you're 18.
All right, listen.
Well, I'm rooting for you to
We'll research it.
Yeah. Off by 3 years.
Off the instant feedback, Mo Golden from Brooklyn. This is exactly what we're talking about. Thank you, Mo, for the help. Remember the scene in Broken Flowers where the girl hands the phone to Bill Murray? Bill Murray's dating this teenage girl's mom, obviously. The mom's not home. And the phone rings, and all of a sudden... the girl shows up with the living room or the dining room completely naked to go, the phone call's for you.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're talking about today. Let's say hi to Steve in PA. Steve?
Good morning, boys. How are you this morning?
This is kind of like an AA meeting. You got these stepfathers calling and go, because it says on the comments, I had a hot stepdaughter.
I'm a stepfather and I had a hot stepdaughter.
Oh, actually, in your case, a hot stepsister, right?
Well, yeah, I'm a stepfather now, but back a couple of years back, my father married a younger woman, and she had a daughter that was only 3 years younger than me. I was 19, and she was 16 years old, and that situation there was hot too. I mean, you're right at that age group where we could have coupled up, and she had girlfriends coming over all the time.
The Greg Marsha phenomenon, they call that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's just as much torture as it is for the stepfather. I understand the situation that you're talking about with the stepfather because I have a stepdaughter now, but back then I think that was even harder than the father situation.
So you're giving me the creeps. My sister's here. That's just gross. And she's with her girlfriend, and I can't even look over. It's just uncomfortable.
All right.
Good day, boys. Frankus.
Yeah.
Frankus to you.
Diana will not stop calling. Diana.
Hey, guys.
What's going on?
I just wanted to tell you that...
hold on. Here's the scene from Broken Flowers. When I saw this film, we were trying to get this video up on our website, and it took forever for this. Actually, she doesn't give the phone to Bill Murray. Now that I'm seeing the scene, I remember. Bill Murray's just kind of hanging out in the house, and all of a sudden the stepdaughter is on the phone with one of her girlfriends or whatever, or the daughter of the girl he's dating, and she's just on the phone completely naked, walking into the room, talking to one of her friends.
And she doesn't see him there, or she does?
I think she sees Bill Murray there. She's doing a little tease and making believe she doesn't really see
They all
him.
do it. It's a weapon to use against their mothers.
Look at Bill Murray's face, like he's just like, hi, come on. That's exactly what we're talking about today. See, they even did it in movies. Diana, what's the problem? You keep calling us.
No, No, well, just because I called and I hung, because I thought of a better idea. I thought of a better thing. My best friend Christy her and her friend Emily used to get in the pool with her stepdad. And you know how when you're in the pool with your boyfriend, you you do that little up against the side of the pool thing. Well, they used to do that to him all the time. Girls know exactly what they're doing.
Wait, what up against the pool thing? It wouldn't be
when you're
sexual.
At the pool with your girlfriend,
and you kind of go.
You put your back against the edge of the pool, and she I don't know, straddles you, I guess.
Okay, you're just making out or whatever. You're right.
Well, yeah, they would do that to him all the time.
They knew what they were doing. Like he would be just leaning up against the side of the pool, and they would get uncomfortably close, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Why
What?
Did she like the stepfather like that, or was she just being?
It was like a game to them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about too. Some of these stepdaughters know exactly what they're doing.
They all do. It's like look. What it is once a girl hits a certain age, she's not the mother. The mother doesn't look at her as a daughter anymore. It's like another woman. It's an enemy, I guess.
Yeah, but wouldn't a lot of girls find that creepy? Like you're saying that like she was enjoying it, but I know a lot of girls would find that disgusting or creepy if they thought their stepfather was looking at them any other way. But Well,
that's the other thing.
But then they have power over their mom.
But this is the other thing we're talking about today. The stepfathers are not acting on this, and they're not even they're doing everything they can to show that they're not, interested in this whole thing that's going on in front of them.
But they're men.
But inside, they're like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're talking about today.
When I was 16 years old, me and my mom are walking down the street, right? She meets my future, well, he wasn't yet, but my future stepfather. But whenever him and her split up a little while ago, he told her that whenever he saw us, he wanted to pick me up and not her. And I was only 16, and then even though she already was like a bit she was mean to me anyway before that. Now she can't stand me.
All right. You're running out of steam there, Diana. Thank you.
You still have a nice voice, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to Tony the trucker. Tony, what's going on?
What's going on, O&A?
Hey,
man.
Two stepdaughters. It's not even as much as the issue of, me looking at them. It's the friends.
The friends.
It's the friends that come over for the overnight sleep parties. It's the friends that come over to go to the beach in the summer with the thong bikinis. You know what I mean? That's what really kills you.
Yeah. Where they come over for little sleepovers and getting their jammies.
Wearing the little teddies, running around, hitting each other with pillows.
Yeah.
That stuff that gets you, makes you sweat inside.
All right. See? Tony's being
good one, guys.
Thank you. Let's go to Jim in Brooklyn. Jim Norton's sister is in studio today, and Jim in Brooklyn has something for you. What's up, Jim?
Picture your sister naked.
No.
No,
Jimmy. No.
Oh, Jimmy.
Payback is a bitch.
No.
Look at her. At least look at her.
No.
Say hi.
Jim's not even
She's right
entertaining this as any type of humor.
At least just look at her.
No.
You haven't said hi to her yet.
No. Of course you did. We waved when she walked in.
What happened, Jim?
All right, let's
give this legal age of consent.
Something happened maybe years ago, and that's what makes you uncomfortable looking at each other.
Yeah, I was raised properly by nice people. Not that I'm disgusting in my...
All right, let's go to Max in Dallas. Max.
Good morning, fellows.
Hey.
Hey, man. I gotta try to say this so I'm in compliance. It just happened a couple of nights ago, and my stepdaughter's a big fat mess. But I can barely tolerate looking at her with all her clothes on, but her friend, oh my God, this might really thrill Jimmy too. Let's say we got an L-shaped bathroom, and if only the one lights are on, it looks like, the lights are off but nobody's in, and I had to use it really bad. So I just, threw the door open, snapped on the light. Well, her girlfriend had spent the night, and she's 18, and she's just gotten out of the bathtub and was, grooming her cat.
Right.
And
I think that'll wash.
Hold on. We got a yield sign.
Why?
Okay.
It's just too much.
Yeah, we got a yield sign.
All you'd have to do is
Anthony took the test yesterday. He's way up on this morning.
Ixnay.
Oh, sorry.
All we got to say, all you'd have to say is...
Sorry, Tom.
She had just taken a bath, and she was, grooming herself. That's it.
That can mean anything. She could be brushing her hair. She could be brushing her teeth. And she could be doing her nails, doing a little clip job.
And the part is like, that's the kicker.
That's right.
And she was, grooming herself. It's not like, and she was grooming herself. Then you picture her in front of the mirror brushing her hair or something.
When you say I'm thinking cleaning out the ears.
Right, Q-tips.
That's the that I'm thinking. You might be thinking something else, but keep it right there, Max. So you walked in on this.
Yeah, and she shared a similar physical attribute that Jimmy likes, not unlike China Doll.
Yes. All right, stop right there.
Wow.
Another yield. Slow down. All right, okay. And you walked in on all this.
Yes, and let's say about 2 hours later, I was like Brad on Fast Time.
I don't blame you.
All right, there you go.
Do you still see her or no?
Bono.
All right, thank you.
He already yelled Bono. He can't say another word.
Now, here's the other side of this. Lindsay in Boston. She, I believe, calls a lot. Right, Lindsay?
I've only called once before, actually.
That's a lot for a girl on this show.
Trying to give you a prize?
No.
That was another one. All right.
Oh.
All right, what's going on today? You're 17. You got a creepy stepfather.
Yeah, like really creepy. He used to, when I was like 14 or 15, he used to like open my bedroom door in the middle of the night and just like watch me.
Oh, creep.
He was concerned you had apnea.
And I used to be like, can I help you? And he wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
He would leave. And this happened a couple weeks ago, actually. We got new doors, now have locks, thank God. And I was in the shower. It was just me and him home. And I was in the shower, and I had locked the bathroom door. And he came, like, knocking on the door. And I'm like, can I help you? And he's like, are you in the shower? And I was like, yeah. Why do you have the door locked? Because I'm in the shower.
And I'm scared of you?
And he's like, what if there's a fire and I need to get you out?
Ew.
I'm like, I think
you're in water. What better place could you be for a fire?
Yeah, no kidding.
Just be standing there, burnt building around you, firemen holding their helmets over their laps.
That's only fair if you have a room full of shredded paper and you're in there and he says, well, there's a fire. Like, could you leave me alone? I'm putting the cap on the gas can.
And he's always telling me, like, you look very beautiful today. And I'm like,
And see, these are the stories that are going to wreck Stepfather's
Creep.
I just
made it.
No, it's going to wreck Stepfather's Day because we're trying not to go down the creepy road. But does Mommy know there, Lindsay?
Yeah, I told her, and she's like, I'll talk to him. And then he goes like, oh, I didn't know I reacted like that.
Oh,
how old are you?
Did he call you a little rat? Called you a little rat. Little rat slut, didn't he?
I don't know. He's creepy.
You should walk around in a parka all day. Well, good luck to you.
Yeah, really.
Yep.
All right.
Tell me you have a VD or something. That's what you ought to do.
Good, so do I.
Seriously, you ought to come home and go like, I got herpes or whatever.
Yeah, but then he's going to tell Mom and...
So what? Explain to Mom what happened.
Yeah. All right. We'll take another break. We got to catch up a little bit. We're going to talk about other things as we continue Stepfather's Day.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get this on the air somehow, some way. It's Mike in Pennsylvania. Mike, it's Stepfather's Day. Good morning.
What's up, guys?
Welcome aboard, Mike.
Now, you're going to have to be a little careful about how you approach this.
I will do my best.
Give it your best shot and fail miserably.
Right. And this is one reason why we do like being back on regular radio. It's very interesting to see if we could get some of this through the maze of censors.
Wow. I want to see if this guy has the talent and finesse.
All right.
All right, Al.
All right, let's go, Mike. You're a stepfather. You got a stepdaughter. What's going on?
16 years old. I get home from work very early one day. And I go upstairs, and I hear some funny noises coming out of the bedroom. Funny noises as if...
Dude, see, this is where I truly believe I got to give the listener the benefit of the doubt. When you say funny noises coming from a room, everyone understands.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
Epilepsy.
Okay.
So...
She's the only one in the room.
There you go. Perfect.
Good. She's the only one in the room. There are funny noises coming from the room. What type of funny noise would you say?
But we know
funny groans.
Okay, that's good. That's fine. She could be practicing dentistry in her room.
But I think the subject at hand, we just know funny,
of course,
exactly what funny noises mean. I think our listeners are smarter than we give them credit for.
So what
just the opposite.
Yeah, really. What did you do now?
I stopped in my tracks at the door.
Yeah.
Curiosity wasn't the best part, but the noises were. So I stopped. And all of a sudden I heard footsteps and the door opened.
Uh-oh.
Well, she was standing there with no top on in her panties. And I don't know how to say this clean. Can I try my best?
What the hell?
Give it a shot, you silly goat.
Fails.
One word at a time, though. Just go slow.
We're taking bets that I think across the board we all say you fail, but
Yeah,
give it a
let's say,
shot.
give it a shot. You're a long shot right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to wreck the whole story, so I guess if you really want to find out, you have to go to eatabullet.com.
Ah,
Oh, sir.
exactly.
As much as I like a plug, the website's down right now. We need real stories. Goodbye, sir.
All right, well, that was not a real story.
Guys, I feel like I kind of brought that on to us, and my apologies.
You did.
I've unleashed that
Picture your sister naked. Yeah, well, we got Chris from Texas. Let's not forget it's Stepfather's Day, Jimmy.
all
It's
right.
Stepfather's
You're right.
Day. We got the stingers and the promos and the sweepers running like crazy here this morning.
Oh, boy. This guy ain't going to be able to even do this.
Chris.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? You guys got to help out the show. We ask nicely every once in a while. You know that little bit we just did with that fake caller, and it led to a Jim Norton plug, which we had no problem with. But that bit today is done. So if this story isn't real, please just hang up.
Okay, I'm not going to hang up because this is not a Deer Penthouse story.
All right, and you're not going to be plugging one of Jim Norton's dates because seriously, a lot of people have some interesting stories.
We want to hear the real stuff.
All right, here we go. Chris in Texas has a stepdaughter. Go ahead, Chris.
She's exactly 10 years younger than I am.
How old are you?
I'm 40.
Oh, I said 19.
Wait a minute. Your stepdaughter's
nothing?
Is third? I didn't hear you, Jimmy.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I was too busy looking at your sister.
Oh,
no.
I was, silly me, I was listening to the caller.
Oh,
What the hell am I doing?
Sometimes I forget we're actually doing a radio show.
He said she's 10 years younger. How old are you? 40? I said it would be funny if he was 19.
Okay.
I've been with her wife. I've been with my wife for 20 years.
Oh, okay, so this story's from the past.
Well, it is from the past, but we had a really great relationship. I got the stepdaughter when she was 13.
Okay, yeah, because you scared me when you said, because I know what you're going to say here, and if your stepdaughter's 30 and she's asking this question, my question would have to be, she's a what?
Is she retarded?
Yeah, exactly. No. All right, go ahead, Chris. So this happened a while ago. How old was she when she came to you with this?
Well, she was actually 18 when she came to me with this, but it began with, if you're going to drink here. If you're going to smoke pot here. If you're going to party here. I didn't want her out and about doing the things that teenagers do.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to be the really super cool dad. So she got around to the point of asking me one day, I'm trying to figure out how to edit this for you.
Yeah, that's the fun part for us, is watching you guys squirm trying to figure this out. Go ahead. Let's see.
She said, third base. How would I know if I was doing that right?
Is that officially third base? In my neighborhood, I think it was different. I don't know.
First base is kissing.
Yeah.
Second base is up the shirt.
Third base?
Third base. No.
Third base is don't handle my food.
Dude, third base, I think third base may have changed over the years.
That's what I'm thinking. In my
But third base in my day...
It was all of this.
Was, all about the mitt.
Huh?
Opie, remember when you said you spoke to a teacher recently and they said that certain things weren't qualified as facts anymore?
Okay, no, I think Bill Clinton.
Yeah. Monica Lewinsky.
All right, so she asked you about that?
Yeah, she said, how would I know if I was doing it right? And I said, well, what kind of reaction are you getting? And she said, could you show me? And I picked me out. I didn't really realize what it was that she was asking. And she clarified, and she said, if I got a piece of fruit shaped...
Oh, my God.
You're lying.
Okay, whatever. You don't have to believe it.
Well,
She wanted to know if you could watch her do this to a piece of fruit and then critique her and say you're doing it right or wrong, or
critique it and coach it. And so what I did was I let her watch some. I had a better idea. I picked a particular adult type DVD and let her watch it.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
How old was she when you did this, though? This is creepy.
18.
She
was 18.
And you were 28. Maybe. I mean,
now I will tell you this, guys. There has been tensions between her and I ever since she became legal. It's been there. It's obvious. We both recognize it. We just don't talk about it.
And you're 40 now, and she's 30.
Yeah. It's tough. It really is tough because I've watched her, deal with some really bad guys in her life, and,
And you could treat her better.
Yeah.
I say you dump the mother and you take her. 17 years you've been with the mother, right?
Yeah. Well,
you gave it a shot. No good.
You put in your time.
Enough.
Mom's 48 and the daughter's 30, and guys, it's like watching, the sands through the hourglass. You got this version of her and this version of her.
Yeah.
Oh. I say you dump the mother unceremoniously. Like, I say that she just comes home and finds all the furniture gone and a picture of you and the daughter, like, nude, waving at her from some tropical island.
And all that's left is a toothbrush and a camera.
Yeah, right.
If I weren't so head over heels in love, that would happen. But I do want to ask you, is it wrong for me to fantasize while I'm manipulating?
Well, we're this is what we're talking about today. We know this crap is going on.
Well, in my head, she's bisexual and she likes it back door.
Had a boy.
Jeez.
Wow, good girl.
What, that didn't make it?
I wouldn't think it did, but...
Oh. He's still been fantasizing inappropriately about her.
Yeah,
he fantasized about
her. Look, you know what? We got to give XM a little extra today anyway. There you go, XM. And let's go right to the phones. Phone number 1-866-313-FREE. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. We got Mackenzie in Dub Bronx. Mackenzie.
Yes.
First off, did you see J-Lo yesterday?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
She was all over the Bronx, I hear.
She went back to her,
hanging with her peeps.
Hanging with the peeps out there.
No?
I don't care.
You didn't see her?
No.
From the looks on the news, it was like everyone came out and she hung with everybody.
Not me.
Behind metal barriers.
Yeah, we'll get into the story. It's a quickie. But, Mackenzie, what do you got for the show today?
I don't mind what yous are doing, but it just bothers me. You support To Catch a Predator, but isn't it kind of creepy that...
Wait, we're supporting what?
To Catch a Predator.
Oh, yeah.
No.
And these stepfathers are kind of doing that.
Well, see... All we're saying today is that this is going on out there.
It's
and
creepy.
I think it's going on with normal men.
Creepy.
I know it's creepy.
But do you think, it's just normal guys that are just men.
Guys are calling and saying that they're looking at their stepdaughters.
Wait a minute, do you have a stepdaughter? Are you involved in that? Do you have a stepfather, or do you marry a guy and you have a daughter?
And I thought it was creepy.
Oh, you did have a stepfather?
Yes.
Okay, so this is something that's hitting close to home for you. So you're kind of coming off like a little self-righteous because it's just something that bothered you personally.
No, I felt uncomfortable and I moved out.
Your stepfather, he didn't touch you or come on to you, because that's not really the stories we're looking for today. We're looking for the normal human reaction.
Where it just goes on in the guy's head.
I understand that it is a normal human reaction, but that's what To Catch a Predator is about. That's what
Wait, no.
See, this is where a lot of people confuse. There are a lot more people thinking the same way as some of these creeps on Catch a Predator, and a lot of guys out there thinking about their stepdaughters. But here's the difference: they don't act on it.
They're not acting on it. They're just.
They don't act on it. I'm not saying they do act on it, but it's that they look and then they. Just like on Catch a Predator, they go on the computer and then they just...
Wait, sweetheart, how old were you when you moved out? How old were you, like, when your stepfather was there and being creepy?
15.
Okay, and then what would he do? Would he look at you when you came out of the bathroom? What would happen? Because you're not being specific.
I'm not going to say exactly what he did.
Well, why? You're making a point. We're trying to listen to you.
Okay. It was more than just doing that.
Oh, okay.
I think that's why I'm just so creepy.
See, she had a bad experience.
All right, he what?
He what?
Get it out. It might help you.
Yeah.
It was more than just...
Talk to your pals. It was more than looking. Talk to your pals.
Touching.
When you were... how long was he living with your mother or whatever before he started that stuff?
Not even a year.
Did you tell your mother?
Not even a year, and I...
Not even a year, and then what happened? Like, what's,
I'm not good.
Why? We don't know you.
That.
What?
No, I mean, did you tell on him?
No.
Oh, you just left the house.
I just moved out.
One and done, or after the 10th time you said, you know what, maybe this is wrong?
Oh, don't be a jerk.
Well, was it? Well,
impossible.
It's a valid
impossible,
question, though. It's a valid question. Did it go on for a while?
I'm not being a jerk.
No, he's not. I mean,
these are questions that need to be asked. That's all.
And
How long did it happen for?
Well, now I'm 25, so.
Well, how long were you there with him for?
Put him on the phone.
No, she moved out. She moved out last week. So, after 10 years, she's like, I'm done with this.
I was 15.
15. Yeah.
All right.
10 years ago.
Okay. And did she still with him, your mother?
No, I moved out.
No. Is your mother still with him?
Oh, no.
It's like interviewing Liddell. All right.
It's Liddell, not Lydell. I get it.
Douches.
Huh?
I said you're such douches.
Well, no, we're with you. I mean, look, we're not talking about being creepy. We're just saying normal guys.
Yes, and you look, guys that have been calling up all day, they look at them and it's kind of creepy.
It is creepy, but don't you know, this is what happens. A normal guy is in a relationship with a woman who then has a daughter that looks like a woman. She has a womanly figure and she's walking around scantily clad. There isn't one guy that isn't going to look at that and go, wow, that's hot. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to act on it. And most of them are never going to act on it.
Right. And if you've been listening closely, you could hear that in the guys' voices as they tell these stories today. They're like, I know this is a bit creepy and I feel weird that I'm thinking this way, but I am because I'm human.
I understand that, but some of the guys that called today, they seem like they would just...
Yeah, okay, I'll give her that. Some of the guys that call have seemed a little more creepy than others.
Yeah, well, sure.
They seem like they're going to jump them.
Right.
Do you hate your old stepfather?
Maybe.
So you obviously have a really hot story we want to get into. So Oh, what?
Right? Don't be a douche.
Again,
look, let's
impossible.
be honest. Can I be honest with everyone today? We've all been touched as a kid. There you go.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Young Opie.
Every single one of us.
Little tussling of the hair that went a little far.
I was.
Come here,
actually
Junior.
I had a pedophile tell me maybe I should investigate a gym membership. I was like, but I want a cookie too, mister. He's like, do some crunches. We'll talk.
Walking around trying to look hot, and he's not paying attention to you.
The closest I came was when I was about,
28.
14. No, I was about 14 years old, and I was hanging out at the ranch, at the stable, and there was a stable across the way, and we were over there, and there was a party going on, and a bunch of Mexicans ran this stable. And my father knew a bunch of the Mexicans and stuff, so we used to hang out and drink beers and stuff, even though I was way underage. And this drunk old Mexican guy comes up to me, and I'm like hanging out with everybody else, kind of leaning against a car, and he goes, "Hey, what do you say me and you go into the bushes over there?"
And how old were you again?
I was like 14.
Yeah, but see, those were the days of the tight shorts. He knew.
No.
I know. How can he
know?
What?
Yeah, he knew, right, Jerry?
Yeah.
I wasn't wearing tight shorts,
You
sir.
certainly were. You would wear those.
Let me testify right now in front of you and under oath. I was not wearing tight shorts.
You wore the old Larry Bird NBA shorts when you were growing up.
I was a cowpoke. I was wearing jeans and boots.
Now, I've seen those shorts. They were it was like beige saran wrap.
No.
Picture Will Ferrell in that, whatever.
He said...
It's a movie that's not out yet that I saw a picture of. He plays a basketball player for like the minor league basketball team. Way, way over the top as far as trying to get a reference out there. Sorry. Go ahead, Anthony. So he invites you into the bushes.
Yeah, he said, why don't we go into the bushes? And my father, who was standing very close, overheard that and grabbed the guy and threw him on the hood of a car and beat the crap out of him.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did you call your dad a C blocker and tell him to stop?
I know. Like, Dad, Jesus.
Do you always have to get in the way?
It wasn't like I would have had to do something to him.
Cut it out, Julie, jealous. Holding your father up. No, the old Mexican would have wanted to kiss you. I bet you he would have wanted to kiss you. He would have chew in his mouth.
Sexy.
It's dead.
Unwrap that burrito.
All pissed off because he realized he's getting a little too old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as attractive to the Mexicans anymore.
Here's some audio of my father.
Stay out the bushes.
There you go.
Stay out the bushes.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Let's. We lost her, by the way. Hopefully she'll call back. Kevin, Utah, what's up?
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey.
Hi.
Morning, little Jimmy. Love you, bud.
Thank you.
Hey, give you a little catch up. I'm only 28. My wife is 48. Yeah, I've already heard all the jokes. My wife has a daughter.
I like how he preempted us from making a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already heard the jokes.
Like what? Like, what jokes did you hear? Like two Jews walk into a bar. You married a cadaver.
Yeah, I think we have a few. Hold on. Maybe we have a few jokes you haven't heard of yet.
Exactly. How many Paul Ox to change a light bulb, sir?
I'll do his part. 3.
No, 2, but one has to be 28 years older than her stupid husband. Get it?
Or 20 years.
No, he's 48.
Like she's 48, he's 28.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
I did bad math. All right, I wrecked a bit.
No, you didn't. Think of another one. I like this.
Wait, now, sir, how long you been married to this? How long you been married to this octogenarian? Huh?
I've been married with her for 6 years.
All right, so you were 22 and she was 42.
Yes.
Where did you meet? In the adult diapers section of the supermarket?
Hey, man, they say 40 is the new 20, Jimmy.
Exactly, then 20 is the new 10. Where did you meet this old bag? Was she one of your teachers? No, I'm teasing, man. I don't mean disrespect. Where'd you guys meet?
We went to the same truck driving school.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
All right, so a half a century-year-old trucker you're married to.
Trucker.
She started,
Oh, and she's been sitting for years, and miles going by.
Her ass looks like 2 plantains.
Boy, she must be a catch, meeting her at trucker school. Oh, my God.
She's a catch. In a wedding photo, he's actually holding him with his right arm up. And she smells like that.
All right, what's up, Kevin?
She has a daughter. I consider her my stepdaughter, even though she's 1 year older than I am.
Okay. Wow.
And I have fantasied plenty of times about just seeing her, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say, dadgum.
Yeah.
Fantasized it.
You know what, Kevin, I agree with you, because that's what I say to myself every day. So, I just wanted to point out there's someone out there like me that gets a few words wrong.
Like, who cares? We understand.
Right.
Yeah, we know what you're saying.
All right, go ahead, Kevin. I like Kevin.
I've just tried to imagine of what she looked like. Just wanted to walk into the shower, but I'm scared to see what her... I don't want her mom flipping out on me. But last year, her daughter, her husband is 13 or 14 years older than her daughter, and he has a 17-year-old daughter. She moved in with us. We live all on the same property.
Oh, my God.
It's like a WB show.
Oh, my God. I literally... When she comes home, I look, I just shake my head, and I say, well, hon, love you, gotta go. I get back in my truck, and I leave.
BJ and the Barely Living.
I was going to go with Barely Legal, because the grand.
Wow. He's going with his old wife.
That's brilliant.
Smokey and the old Bagdit. So wait, all right, so you're...
Back at what?
Hold on, my little love. You're 22. You're 20. You're 28. Your wife's 48. Stepdaughter's 29. Her husband is 42, and their daughter is 7. And his daughter is 17.
What?
Correct?
Yeah, she'll be 18 in September.
And you get these thoughts, but you're not acting on it. That's what we're getting at today. But it drives you a little crazy, right there, right, Kev?
It is absolutely. I would never touch her just because I consider them, like I said, my stepdaughter, my step-granddaughter. But it drives me nuts.
All right.
To see him.
Thank you, Kevin.
See, he's just a guy.
Yeah.
Looking.
I just want to say,
oh, boy, enough with the frunkus. Let's go to Tom in New York City. Tom, what's up?
What's up, boys? How we doing?
Good.
I just want to thank you guys for your refreshing honesty with this topic. And the reason that people get creeped out is because we have a Pollyanna view that we're all perfect, but the truth is we all have these thoughts. And Ant, you hit the nail on the head.
Ooh.
You said the difference is when a normal person thinks about it, the predator acts on it.
Yeah.
Or I said it.
I've said it before.
Or Opie said it, yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't really get much credit on this show, so I feel like I should have just grabbed that one.
Yeah, you take it. It's yours.
Thanks, boys.
Because Ant can't do no wrong on this show. It gets frustrating
right.
to all of us. Oh, you guys want to get really creepy?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Jared in Texas. See, we could have taken these calls all morning. Jared, what's up?
What's up, boys? I've been up all night. I've been waiting to call in this morning. Heard the promos, so here's my story.
Is it true?
Huh?
True story.
True story.
Okay.
Swear to God. I was going out with the girlfriend. She was 15. I was 17. You know, a little bit creepy anyway. But she told me a story about when her grandpa made her get naked in the garage, and I'm talking fully naked. And he sat back in a chair and made her dance around.
This is completely off topic.
Wait, no, it's not.
This isn't.
What song?
Was it a step-grandfather?
It all depends on the song. Was it a good song?
Yeah,
if it was some R&B crap, then, you know, the guy's a creep.
This is like incestuous abuse. This has nothing to do with our topic of the day. You have to call on Incestuous Abuse Day.
Well, we're going to wait.
Right, that's usually Monday through Tuesday through Wednesday.
Well, oh, God, Jimmy.
Actually, tomorrow we're going
That is fun to watch. I'm just watching you stumble.
Oh, my little bird lips couldn't move fast enough to salvage that.
You couldn't figure out a day. Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday. You should blow up in a car.
Apollonia! Why not? I have bosoms like she did.
Picture your sister naked.
And?
Dude, it was creepy. Oh my God, I creeped out when I heard that story.
Now, did she have to dance sexy, or did she dance like Cab Calloway in the Blues Brothers? He made her do Minnie the Moocher naked.
I pulled the same gimmick with her, like her grandpa did, but we were going out at the time, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's abuse.
There's a kid that keeps calling and hanging up. He wants to talk about how hot his stepmom is.
Let's hear it.
That's a different thing.
Yeah,
but it's kind of tied in.
And someone wants us to have girls call in about stepsons. Maybe tomorrow, if the girls are brave enough to, you know, give us a call.
That's a whole different dynamic.
Yeah.
I think so, too.
The sons could call in about the moms.
Yes.
That's one thing. I remember once I found pictures of my stepmom. She wasn't my stepmom, but my father and her were together for so many years. They might as well have been, you know. And I think the first time I met her, I was probably 12 years old, drove out to California, and then lived out in California with them, and they were together, you know, for until my father died. But I went through their drawers once and found Polaroid pictures of her naked.
Was she hot?
It was really disturbing. Yeah, when she was younger, it was pictures of when she was younger. So, you know, they were like really cheesy black and white Polaroids. Yeah. So it was kind of like dirty. I looked through them, though.
Did you?
Kinda.
Did you?
No, I didn't scrap. I didn't scrap.
Yeah,
no, that was too weird. And I had plenty of, like, smut around. Yeah. So it wasn't like I needed that. But I was just snooping and found them. I was like, oh, jeez. Oh.
We'll wake up the snoopers tomorrow, too. And the incest.
Snoopers.
And the incest survivors tomorrow.
Did you find anything shaped like the Seattle Space Needle in there? You had to pick it up and smell it?
Let's say hi to Mackenzie again. Mackenzie.
Yes.
All right, you're feeling a little more comfortable. So what happened? You're 15.
I don't know. You told me, because I got to cut off, you said call back if you can.
Well, we felt bad how we left it, and I think your story can maybe help others out there. You were 15, and I guess there was more than a weird look going on, right?
Yes.
Could you walk us through it a little bit and keep it clean for the radio?
All right. It wasn't good. I'll just tell you that.
Okay, well, give us a little bit. You don't have to get graphic, but at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Figured it wasn't good.
You got to understand that we do get serious sometimes on this show.
Just as guys are calling your show today and saying, oh, yeah, they look so hot, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, oh, I want to get with them and blah, blah, blah. if any girl feels like that, and they feel like their stepfather is looking at them like that, it will go to the next level.
And what was the next level with you, Mackenzie?
What?
What was the next level with you?
I don't want to talk about that.
How long did it take to get to the next level?
Yeah.
Don't be...
No, I'm asking really.
Were you sleeping?
No.
Huh?
No.
Was he a drinker?
Yes.
Okay, so he was drunk one night?
Yes.
And your mother was home in another room, or she was working?
Not home.
She wasn't home. And did he come into your room, or was it when you came home from being out or whatever?
Jimmy Norton.
No, I'm asking really. I'm not.
Get you to talk about it.
Why not?
I don't know. You're very good at it. You're very good to get it out of people.
No, because Jimmy has, told some horrific things from his past, so he understands in a way.
You're very good at getting things out.
Yeah, absolutely is. So what happened? He's drunk?
And I don't like saying it.
All right, wait a minute. He had kind of looked at you. You got creeped out by it.
It's not looking.
No. I mean, but I'm sure at first it started with just creepy looks, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then your mother's out, and you're. It's late at night. He's been drinking. Were you asleep, or did you just come home? At least, what was happening there?
I was. Oh my God! You're gonna make me say it. I was there, and he just came straight out with it.
He said something to you, or he did something?
No, just tried kiss, and then he grabbed my ass.
Oh, he tried to kiss you?
He tried to kiss you. Where were you? Were you on the sofa? Were you in the kitchen? Or
on the toilet.
On the toilet. You're an idiot.
Yeah. I know.
All right.
So he tried to kiss you, and what did you do?
I kicked him, and then I had left, and I never went back.
Wait, Mackenzie.
I know,
No. I'm asking you for real. I think that you're leaving something out. No way, as awful as that would be and creepy, I don't believe that only...
No, the look started as creepy, and then it went further and further.
Wait, one time he tried to... You said the first time he tried to the physical was he just tried to kiss you, and then he grabbed your ass...
No, it was the looks are... The way he started was the looks are creepy, and then it started progressing from there.
And it went from the kissing and the trying to grab your ass to what?
No, because he was a drunk guy. He just went from looking to just trying to grab.
Oh.
Okay, how long did he try to grab for? That obviously wasn't once. How long did that happen for?
It wasn't that long.
Okay, did you ever do anything sexual with him?
No.
That's a kind of a hesitation.
I moved out immediately when he tried anything with me, and my mother didn't believe me.
Please don't kill the messenger, but Douche Nozzle from Whackbag, he writes this morning on Instant Feedback, could this little slut speed it up and get to the good stuff?
Oh, God, you people are the worst.
That's Douche Nozzle, that's not us. Douche Nozzle has always been his own entity.
And Douche Nozzle.
That's right, we don't know
a very
him.
Appropriate name.
Right, see, he's a douche, and he's nozzling.
And quite a nozzle.
He's just a nozzle, it's not even the bag. He hasn't even worked his way up to the bag yet.
I would love if people who said that had something like this happen to them.
I can certainly understand that. I mean, because I've dated...
I don't mind. Like,
it's all about you. Go ahead.
I find...
Go ahead, continue, like you know my pain.
Go ahead, I'm trying to explain something to you, but you jump right in.
Right, go ahead.
I find their stories funny.
I've been where you are.
Talking about their daughters, but...
Yeah, no. Wait, listen, you see, you're being very rude and crass and interrupting. I've been kind of where you are.
Yeah.
I find it...
All right, go ahead. You talk. I mean, there's no reason for me to contribute. It's all about you, apparently. Go ahead. Oh, me.
What was me? I know.
Funny. But some of the stories are kind of creepy and...
Well, how do you think I felt? In that situation? How do you think I felt?
Yeah.
That stepdaughter running around the house and my girlfriend at the time getting fat. What's a man supposed to do? Give me those ribs, you.
Don't be a dick.
How many years ago did this happen?
You're an idiot.
How many years ago?
What? I'm 25.
It was 10 years.
Oh, God, get over it by now.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Are you...
He said, are you over it?
He said, are you over
by
it
now?
You tell me I should be over it.
No, he asked, are you over it?
Yeah, I asked.
Bailed you out.
Wait, are you over
I should be over it by now.
Well, it's been 10 years.
And he only tried to kiss you. It's not like he did anything awful. Like, that's bad, but I mean, maybe...
I wish.
You should suffer. We heard your story and we're experts.
Just like...
We're experts.
You were in prison and then guys are just trying to fuck you in the ass.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, hey!
Now you're talking to me. Now you're talking to me, mother.
Certainly.
It's like what it's...
Hey.
You're a potty mouth.
That's like what...
We heard your story. You should have been, affected for like 2 years.
I know. No one would sit in a tub after that crying.
What I'm saying.
It's not like you need a rape shower or
You're
anything.
making it like it's something stupid, I'm saying.
No, it's not stupid.
Know what it was like?
What?
If guys could know what it was like, that's what it would be like.
We do know what it's like.
No, you don't.
Okay.
All right, Mackenzie. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what it's like to be hit on and try to get...
Yes, have you seen me? Who doesn't want to touch me in some way, shape, or form? I'm mushy.
You should be flattered. It's obvious you're not a fatso.
knows like what it's like to be wanted touched.
All right, Mackenzie. We really got to do our show.
Yeah, we got to get back to the show, but...
I didn't see.
Are you a pretty girl?
I didn't see your name on the door when we came in here.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's not Mackenzie in the morning.
Right. It's still Opie and Anthony with old Jimmy Norton.
Yeah, it's not the Mackenzie and Silly Goose Stepfather show.
I don't see Mackenzie in the morning billboards all over the subways.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, I'm saying I found a lot of the stories when the guys were calling were funny.
Blah 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 blah.
Oh, shut up.
What time did you start drinking this morning? You sound like you've been tipping a few back, Chuck. Mackenzie?
All right, Mackenzie. Thanks for sharing.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Take care.
You all right?
You all right? Take care.
Well, now she's got to listen to her.
Take care of yourself.
All right, she's gone.
Oh,
all right, it's...
May the force be with you.
It's the Mackenzie show.
Hey, we got a little laugh from Sue on Long Island. Sue, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hi, Sue.
Hi, Sue.
I just wanted to talk about the caller Mackenzie that you had mentioned earlier in the show that girls are too shy to call up and talk to you about certain things, and so you get this girl on the line and she's all sensitive and vulnerable, and then you tear her apart.
I know. I told him that too in the break.
Yeah, I got a scolding too.
I just think it's a little ironic. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love it. I think it's great. I was laughing my ass off on my way to school, but...
But, Sue, how many times did you look at your radio and just say to yourself, oh, just get over it already?
Oh, all the time.
But, Sue, what you're saying is that we always complain that women won't open up. Why? Did you have a story like hers?
Oh, no, not at all.
All right.
I was just...
We're hoping to get you to open up so we can humiliate you, too.
Yeah. Well, Sue, this is what I do today. Watch this. You like Bob Saget?
Yeah, Bob Saget's cool.
Have you ever seen him do stand-up?
No, I haven't.
You have no idea what you're in for, because we're going to give you a pair of tickets to see Bob Saget, our pal, our buddy. Ooh. He's a filthy mouth when he's doing his stand-up, you know.
Where is he going to be?
Well, Anthony's going to be at the North Fork Theater in Westbury.
That's the old Westbury Music Fair.
That's right, Anthony. And Bob Saget will be there on April 20th. Doors open at 6:30. Like that matters to anybody out there, but it's on the sheet. Show starts at 8. Sue, would you accept this pair of tickets from me, Opie, from the Opie and Anthony Show?
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Anthony's giving them out, too.
Yeah, Jimmy's here.
Sounds great.
We're all giving them to her.
Jimmy doesn't give them.
No, I don't. I love the fact that we don't give them to the girl who was abused and almost crying on the phone. We give it to the chick who gave us a titter when she called in.
Points out that we were scum to her.
We want to be unpredictable. What can I tell you?
How about human? Can we be human?
That'll take a little more work.
We're trying, Jimmy. We show it every once in a while. Sue, all right? Hold on the line. You get the tickets?
All right, great.
How's your day going? Everything all right?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
All right, hang in there.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
May the force be with you.
Give Sue the tickets.
I'm just going to give the Good Morning Texas answer to everybody today.
Yeah.
Hang in there.
Hang in there.
Hang in there. You all right?
All right. Let's say hi to Rob on Long Island. Rob?
Yeah, I just got a quick question about the line you guys are drawing between a stepfather that would act upon it and one that wouldn't.
That would what? Oh.
So, in other words, like that show with the pedophiles, the guy goes to the house. If he didn't have anything on the website about I want to have sex with an underage girl, he just showed up there. Could they have arrested that guy?
Here's the difference, dude. I think we all know the difference between a guy who is actively seeking out a youngster for sex and being a predator with a stranger, and somebody who's just in a situation where, as a human being, you look at a woman who, like, yeah, it's not right because she's 16, but, like, human emotion takes over and you look a little more inappropriate than you should. I mean, I think that we all know there's a common sense line of what is disgusting and predatorial and what is just kind of a human reaction for a guy to have in that situation.
It's as simple as walking down the sidewalk. You see an attractive girl and you crane your neck, you turn around, you look at her, and then you continue walking. Yeah. Or you go to your friend, you go, wow, how about that? And you don't just run after her and stick your hands up her skirt and start, throwing it down on the sidewalk. There's a difference between just appreciating the beauty in something and, attacking it. And your question about if you didn't type in stuff on the internet and went over to the girl's house, I think if you didn't show intent, you're actually okay. But then they wouldn't.
Your computer's got pictures of a 16-year-old stepdaughter naked on your computer. What is that?
That's a crime. That's different. That's a crime.
Yeah. You can talk in circles as you want. We're explaining what the difference is, though, and you're saying that your common sense doesn't dictate the difference between a predator and a pedophile and a guy who just looks at a 16-year-old daughter. You see no difference in those things? You can honestly say that?
Yes, I can see the difference.
Okay, then what's your point?
Yeah.
That's my point. Is you say it's okay to look and think, but it's not okay to touch. And if you look and think in a picture...
I'm not even sure that we actually came out and said it's okay to look and think.
I did.
We're just basically saying this is what happens with humans. I think the majority of the people listening to us right now have some pretty crazy thoughts in their heads on a daily basis, and you think to yourself, God, thank God people can't read my mind. Because I'm thinking some crazy stuff here, but I'm not acting on it, and I go about my life and I never act on these thoughts.
Dude, it's okay at times to think about pulling somebody off the road for driving badly and punching him in the face. It's a big difference if you do it.
Yeah.
What if you make a picture of it? You have a picture of an underage girl.
That's illegal,
that's
dude.
a crime.
That's
There's
the
a
crime.
difference.
That is the difference there. And with that, Rob, we gotta go. I mean, if you want to continue, we're here tomorrow. You know that.
Thank you.
The guy's talking about you ever imagine robbing a bank and then actually going in and robbing a bank? It's different.
But what if you have a joint? The picture of the girl makes it illegal, so thinking is not illegal.
Yet.
Yeah, but if it's your own daughter, it's creepy.
It is.
And again, people know the difference when we're talking about. Yeah. You raise her from a child, you're a creep.
Mike Jersey, we end with you. What's up? Oh, shoot. Mike, what's up? Mike? What's up? What's up?
Hey, I work for a mobile company, and I'm out on the road all day long driving around, and you guys make it so hard for me to get out of my van and go talk to potential customers. I don't want to get out of the van.
Oh, thank you. We're doing our job, Op.
Oh, thank you, Mike.
You ever help a girl load a couch into that van?
Where'd you? Thanks, Mike. We gotta go.
Arms broken.
We'll see you guys over at XM. If not,
beat her with a cast. Screw you.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.